Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. So today I'm going to discuss about Universe series. This is the part 1 of this series. So kindly subscribe, like, comment and press the bell icon to never give up edu. So today's topic is facts about Universe. So the various facts regarding Universe are being asked in the examinations like UPSC, APSC, SSC Banking, AVDCL, Assam TET, Secondary TET, Irrigation, Fisheries, Guwahati High Court, Assam Police, etc. So for various exams, these facts about universe are very important. So kindly watch the video till end, and if you like the video, kindly comment down below. Let's begin. So before going to the main topic, let's discuss a question here. Is what is the difference between asteroids and comets? So it was asked in UPSC Prelims 2011. So option number 1, asteroids are small rocky planetoids, while comets are formed of frozen gases held together by rocky and metallic material. Number 2, asteroids are found mostly between the orbits of Jupiter and Mars, while comets are found mostly between Venus and Mercury. Number 3, comets show a perceptible glowing tail, while asteroids do not. Which of the statement given is are correct? So the answer is B, that is 1 and 3. So you can understand the importance of this topic from this question itself. Now coming to the next question. The question number 44, it was asked in APSC Prelims 2016. Who among the following anticipated Newton by declaring that all things gravitate to Earth? That is, options are 1. A. Aryabhatta, B. Bahara Mihir, C. Buddhagupta, D. Brahmagupta. So I have already discussed about all these persons in my World Geography series part 1 already. So the answer is Brahmagupta. So kindly refer to this video which is already available in my site. Now in this series of universe series, what we are going to learn? We are going to learn about important facts about universe, solar system and planets and other celestial bodies. Now let's begin. Important facts about universe. Cosmos is the another word for universe, and study of universe is cosmology. Most cosmologists believe that the universe was born about 13.8 billion years ago in an event called Big Bang, and this event is known and the related theory is known as Big Bang theory. So the universe was created from a Big Bang, and it was created 13.8 billion years ago. Big Bang theory. So this theory is very important. What examiners try to ask is that they will give the Big Bang theory and they will ask which of the following statement regarding Big Bang theory is true. So you have to understand the Big Bang theory very thoroughly. So Big Bang theory was postulated in 1950s and 60s but validated in 1972 only. It states that at some moment all of space was contained in a single point of very high density and high temperature state from which the universe has been expanding in all directions ever since. So according to this theory, when this universe was not there, there was a very mass of a very high density and high temperature state from which the universe exploded and expanding in all directions ever since. Like when you take a balloon, a flattened balloon, and if you push air into it, it will expand in all directions. Like that was. Likewise, our universe is also expanding in all the directions ever since from its creation about 13.8 billion years ago. Now, you can see here that this portion is the high density, high temperature mass. So it was in a singular point from which the whole universe was exploded in all directions. So this is a pictorial representation of the data. The universe is not expanding like this square shape. Universe is expanding in all directions. In the all direction you can see in this figure. So what is important here is to understand is that Big Bang was a high density, high temperature mass. You cannot say it a mass, or it is a state actually. So it was condensed. It was very high temperature. It has very high density. So from which the universe exploded, and ever since it is expanding in all directions. Now, some of the theories which support the Big Bang theory is Doppler shift or redshift and blue shift. So redshift and blue shift together are called Doppler shift. So what is Doppler shift? This means the way the light changes when an object, that is galaxies or stars, move closer or farther away from us. Us means Earth, ourselves. So such as when object moves away from us, that is Earth, light moves to the red end of the spectrum, and when comes closer, light shifts to blue end of the spectrum. So here the spectrum means the electromagnetic spectrum of all the radiations. So light, through which we can see with our naked eyes, light is the visible range in the electromagnetic spectrum. So here the red shift and blue shift means when an object or a celestial body moves towards Earth, then it will emit a blue kind of radiation, and when it moves away from Earth, it will radiate a red kind of emission. So from that, scientists and other astronomical observers can detect the distance between the celestial bodies from Earth, because if a object is emitting red radiation, that means it is far away from Earth, and if it is radiating blue light, then it is near the Earth atmosphere, or near the Earth's gravitational pull, or you can see simply near planet Earth. So this whole phenomenon is called Doppler shift or red shift and blue shift. Blue shift is when the object is near to Earth, and red shift is when the object is away from Earth. So that means the whole universe is expanding, and if the movement of these celestial bodies with respect to Earth increases or decreases, we can assume the movement or the expansion of universe in this regard. Now, this is the spectrum of light. No, this is the spectrum of electromagnetic radiation, and here this VIBGYOR, that is the visible light range. So it starts from violet and ends at red. So the last point is red. So that means if any celestial body emits this red light, that means it is far away from Earth, and if it emits blue, that means it is nearer the Earth. Now, LIGO. LIGO is very important. In 2019, a question was asked basically indirectly from this section. So LIGO stands for Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. So what is LIGO? LIGO is Laser Interferometer Gravitational Wave Observatory. It is the world's largest gravitational wave observatory, comprising two enormous laser interferometers locating 3000 kilometers apart. So what is it? It is a gravitational wave observatory. So we are having gravitational waves. We will be learning them in the upcoming videos. So what is gravitational wave is very important. So keep watch this whole series to understand the various facts about universe. So LIGO is basically observatory situated at US. What does it do? It comprises of two enormous interferometers. Interferometers is the emitters or the detectors of light from two sources. So they observe and they captures those properties or physical properties of light of space itself to detect and understand the origin of gravitational waves. So they capture the light that is traveling from the outer space to Earth, and they will absorb these properties, and they will analyze these properties to understand the phenomena of gravitational waves. So that is LIGO. So recently in 2015, LIGO detected gravitational waves that two black holes are approaching near to each other. So it was also a very important news. From that perspective, LIGO is very important. Now, some of the astronomical or the space units that are being used to detect the distance between two celestial bodies in this universe. So one is astronomical unit, because you cannot understand or you cannot summarize the distance of two celestial bodies with respect to kilometer, meter, or miles, because that is far beyond possibility. So the scientists or the astronomical researchers or the physicists use this kind of units to measure the distance between two celestial bodies. So what is astronomical unit? Astronomical unit, this is the average distance of Earth from Sun. So one astronomical unit is 1.50 into 10 to the power 11 meter. So what is astronomical unit? Astronomical unit is the distance, the average distance of Earth from Sun. So light year. So light year was a very important measure of distance in universe. So light year is the distance traveled by light in vacuum in 1 year. So speed of light is near about 3 lakhs kilometer per second, or 5.9 into 10 to the power 12 miles, approximately 6 trillion miles. So this if with this speed, if light travels for 1 year long, so that distance covered by light will be the distance of 1 light year in vacuum, because in universe there is no air, or there is no airy kind of substances. Universe or the outer space lack air. The habitable planet like Earth only captures air due to various magnetic fields that it has, but universe lacks air, and it is regarded as vacuum. So vacuum is absence of air. Now, parsec. Parsec means 1 parsec is the distance to a star that subtends an angle of 1 arc second at an arc length of 1 astronomical unit. So if 1 astronomical unit travel by 1 arc second by an object or a star is equal to 1 parsec. So astronomical unit, light year, and parsec are all the units of distance travel between two celestial bodies. Now this is the pictorial representation. Now that's all for today. In the next video of Universe Series Part 2, we will learn about minor celestial bodies of our solar system, which are very important for all examinations. Kindly subscribe, like, comment, and press the bell icon to never give up edu. So this is the URL or the link by which you can subscribe to my channel directly. Kindly type it in your YouTube or in any other search engine that you are using, and kindly subscribe to my channel and watch this series, because this series is very important for all your queries and facts that you will be learning for universe and solar system, because these two topics are very important for all the examination, and we'll be discussing in the upcoming videos. Kindly watch all the videos till end, and if you have any query, please comment down below. If you like the video, please like and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.